Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dave here with Go Gamers, and today we're going to look at this PlayStation 3 game console that's having no video issue. So let's go over to the upper cam and see what we got going on. All right, guys, so we have this PS3 Slim. Customer explains that doesn't show any signal through the HDMI port. So um, usually when anyone says anything like that, obviously the most obvious thing to do is to check the HDMI port itself and see if there's anything going on with it. So let's take it under the microscope and see what we can see under this microscope. See if maybe any of these pins are bent or broken. Okay, so you can see right there, all these pins are wiggly. If you can see the one on the far right, that pin is completely out of place and it's all the way back. And all the other pins is starting to fall apart. So what we're going to have to do is take this down to the motherboard and get this taken apart. Now, if you don't know how to disassemble a PS3, you could just watch any disassembly video, then come back to this video for the PS3 Slim. And I'll show you guys how to be able to replace the HDMI port. And also, just to show you what the HDMI port looks like, this is it right here. Get them off of Amazon or eBay, and a lot of the tools that I use as well is also on Amazon and eBay. So a lot of stuff that I use, any of the parts, anything like that, is usually down in the description below. So let's go over and let's get this thing taken apart. All right, guys, so we have it down to the motherboard. As you can see right here, here is our HDMI port. And what we're going to do first is we're going to wrap this HDMI port. We'll wrap around it with what's known as Kapton tape. This is also in the link down below in the description. Now, what this is used for is to help reflect the heat and protect the components and everything that you put under it. Since we're going to be applying heat to the motherboard in order to get this HDMI port changed out, we want to make sure that everything else is protected and we don't have random things just falling apart. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have HDMI port completely surrounded with the Kapton tape. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is take what's known as just clamps. As you guys can see right here, something fell. I don't know what fell, but something fell. Maybe it was a screw or something. I don't know. I'll find it later. But we'll take a clamp and we're gonna find a good place to clamp this to the board, to the desk. And let me move the camera back so you guys can see it. Sorry about the bad angle, but hopefully that helps. We're literally just gonna clamp it just like that, and this holds it still. So when we take our tweezers like these are just regular Husky tweezers. We're going to put it inside of the HDMI port like this, and we're going to heat under it with our heat gun and allow the heat to be able to melt that solder. And then once it gets hot enough, we'll feel it get loose, and then we'll just slowly just lift it off of the motherboard. So obviously, we're going to need to do a couple things. We're going to need to turn on our fume extractor. And this fume extractor, it's not a requirement. I always use this fume extractor because I want to protect my lungs. Now, if you want to protect your lungs or if you got a mask, when the solder melts, you don't want this around you. Also, let me put on my gloves as well. All right, guys, so we have the HDMI port under the microscope. I'm going to show you guys on the main camera right here. We have this is heat gun. I got it turned up to the max blow, which is the air thrust. And I have it the second highest for the heat in order to melt the solder. I'm going to place it right under the HDMI port like so. And I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see. I got it right under the HDMI port. And here it is under a view under the microscope. You can see my heat gun maneuver underneath the HDMI port. And what it's doing is it's melting the solder. So I'm allowing the solder to melt. And I got, as you can see, my tweezer in there, just waiting. You don't want to rip it up, because if you rip it up, then we'll have to do copper pad work, and that's a totally different story. Well, this might be a little bit different because I never had to do copper pad work on this one, and hopefully we don't have to have a first one. So allowing it just to heat up. All right, so you can see we was able to lift it, and now what we're going to do is just put that HDMI port to the side, and we're going to take what's known as 83. Actually, I'll show you guys on upper cam. 8341 no clean flux. You can also find this in the description below. We're going to place this on the HDMI port header. The reason why we do this is because this helps us flow the solder when we put new solder on it. Now we're going to use our roll of solder like this. It's also a link in the description below. Also, it could be found on Amazon. And we're going to take our Hacko solder iron, which is also in the link below in the description. And we're just going to go around with the tip like that, heat it up, and just get solder on every single point, including the anchor points on the side. So let's get this done. All right, so as you can see, we have solder in every single one now. Now what we're going to do is take our HDMI port and put it in there. All right, so here is our HDMI port. What we're going to do is, I'm going to show you guys on my main camera. We're going to put our tweezer in there. Make sure you be careful not to hit that plastic and break your new HDMI port. So it's going to be in there like this. This is how we hold the HDMI port with the tweezer. Just holding it just at the top. Avoid hitting that middle black plastic or you will break it, obviously. And now what we're going to do is just solder it into place. And this is a lot easier than obviously like a PS4, PS5 type of deal, because these ones, you're just literally just sliding it straight into place. We shouldn't need to be able to go on there and have to solder down every single pin onto the header. So I got my heat gun under there. As you can see, the solder is starting to melt. It's all liquefying now. Let's try to put our HDMI port in there. It's all liquefied, and try to get in there. Okay, HDMI port is in place. I'm just holding it in there, holding it down, just to make sure we get a good solid connection. And now we have our brand new HDMI port on this PS3 game console. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these clamps off. Move this microscope just out the way a little bit. And I'm just gonna check underneath it. You could do a simple eye check. And I'll also just put it back under the microscope just to show you guys, because this is where our pins connect. So this is where our header is. It's actually underneath versus the PS4 and PS5 as I explained earlier. So as you can see, we have all the pins right here. And you can tell we don't need to solder anything down because we already placed solder on the header. So this is what makes doing these a lot easier than doing the PS4 and the PS5. So you see, we get a good view of it, and yeah, I mean, that looks good and clean to me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove this Kapton tape and just clean around the area with our toothbrush and 99% IPA. So let's go back over to our upper cam and let's get this Kapton tape removed. All right, so now I'm going to take my toothbrush, dip it in my bottle of 99% IPA. I'm going to take a towel just to kind of hold the toothbrush over it. And I'm just going to scrub and kind of just wipe at the same time, just to make sure the area is cleaned up, it's free of flux or any other debris that may be lying around the header. We're going to clean around the port, make it look nice and shiny. Now what we're going to do is take our Q-tip and hit this with our Q-tip, just to make sure we get everything from around there. So kind of just dab it around there. Don't want a bunch of cotton fuzz stuck on there. And that is it. So let's get this thing put partially back together and see what we can come up with. All right, so let's get it turned on. We're at the screen that says no signal. Now we're at a black screen. And as you can hear, we can hear the PlayStation noise. We can't see anything just yet. All right, so there we go. We have it. We have video, and I'm just using my controller right now just to go over to make sure I can do full 1080p. Oh wow, so there we go. We got full 1080p with the HDMI port, and everything seems to be working fine. So we have a fully functionable PS3 Slim with a brand new HDMI port. All right, guys, I hope this video did help you out. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you want us to be able to repair your game consoles for you, you can reach out to us, bring it in, ship it in, and we'll help organize the repair. Also, if you are brand new, please make sure you're going ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video if this video did help you guys out. But besides that, I'll see you guys on the flip side. See ya.